stand straight with me. And I know that statement's bold, but I can take that heat. Cause they say what you sow is just what you take when you reap. If I give my heart and soul, I can at least get some keys and open up more doors.
Episode 45, New Faces Podcast. Brendan Verastro, Zay Guns. We got a very, very, very special guest. Zay, I want you to introduce him.
Yes, sir. We got Mr. Nyreek Johnson. How are you doing,
bro? I'm good. How y'all feeling today?
What's going on, brother?
Good.
How you feeling today, bro?
I'm doing good, man. Happy to have you here.
I'm happy to be here. I appreciate you guys for inviting me onto the podcast.
Yes, sir. So I need a little background. It's my first time meeting you.
Yes, you do.
I know you and Zay know each other. How do you guys know of each other?
We went to school together, Scranton High School. I grew up in Scranton. I'm from Newark, New Jersey originally, though. Grew up in Scranton, and now I live in Philly. And he was real close friends with my cousin Sadi.
Yes. R.I.P. to Sadi.
R.I.P.
They played basketball together, so like he kind of had like a lot of like influence, and he dealt with a lot of different people throughout the city, like because of like sports.
Okay. All right. And were you into basketball too? Were you playing with him?
Nah, I kind of was.
No.
I took a different route.
You took a different route back then?
Yeah, I was.
It was wild times back then.
Yeah, I was a little all over the place for real. I didn't really understand like where I was at, honestly. As far as like Scranton, like the opportunities that Scranton had to offer for real. I can say that. Like my family from Newark. I'm from Newark, so like coming to Scranton was kind of like a culture shock for us a little bit as far as my parents, my mom, like she still was living in a certain headspace. So it take time to kind of outgrow traumas and certain things like from your past to be able to like teach your kids how to move forward properly. But I feel like she did the best thing that she did was moving us out there. Was she created like a lot of opportunity. Like she put me in a space, even though she wasn't able to really show me what to do with the opportunity that was in front of me. She put us in a space to be able to move forward in a positive direction, and I chose not to.
Right. Okay. Yeah. And what do you think Scranton really had to offer that you wish you had taken advantage of when you were younger?
Honestly, I feel like just the culture for real, for as far as like, it's a bunch of different ethnicity. It's a bunch of different people. So you're gonna meet people from all over. Like you'll meet people from Georgia, New York, Philly, Jersey, Baltimore. Like it's people from everywhere there. It's like a melting pot, and it's like being able to just relate to different people. So I feel like now it took me a long time to be able to like understand that, like, all right, like I could go places and fit in anywhere. I could walk into any room and be able to fit in and be able to adapt to whoever it is that I'm around. I feel like that was like the biggest thing that Scranton had to offer for me.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Because, I went to Valley View. Yeah. So it was a completely different vibe there. Yeah. He laughs. Don't be laughing at my Valley View life, right? But, it's completely different in terms of, like, when you say, like, a melting pot, it was not that for me.
Yeah.
So when you were growing up in Newark, like what was that, like what was the biggest difference for you in that regard compared to Scranton? Like what was the culture shock there?
I feel like everybody black out there. So it's like everybody kind of going through similar struggles. I feel like coming to Scranton, it was like we not going through the same thing. So it might be like it'll be two black families, but we might be living different. You feel what I'm saying? Like what's going on in my household and what might be going on in his household is a little bit different. You feel what I'm saying? And the way that like it was like relatability. You couldn't really relate to too many people, and then the people that you could relate to was all like we all was like outside. Like it was like it forced us to be outside. I feel like because of the simple fact that that's where our families came from. So the ones who stuck together for real, that came from like they family home wasn't really right, I could say.
Yeah.
Like home wasn't really right. We kind of like started to do the things that we were seeing at home. You feel what I'm saying? And I feel like we was doing it in an environment where it wasn't meant to be done. And when you're doing that, I feel like it started to create a cycle. So we started to keep the cycle going on. Like our parents got locked up, came out there, went to prison. Then we started to push the same narrative to the point to where like I feel like I had to break it by leaving.
And where'd you end up leaving to? Are you talking about like from Newark to Scranton? Okay. I thought you were talking about in Scranton as well. Okay.
Yeah, I went to prison though. eventually. So I kept the
Right.
cycle going. I kept the cycle going initially.
Right.
And then I chose when I came home to kind of break that. Like I had to step away from it.
Right.
So how did, like, you know, coming from Scranton, you know, seeing the high school and everything, and then, you know, down the line, like going to prison, how did like your whole mood and like not necessarily say identity, but your like outlook on life and things you were going through at that time change? Like,
I could say like prison just taught me a lot. Honestly, like it gave me like an opportunity to be around real men. So I feel like throughout my life I kind of been winging it. Like I ain't really have no stable men in my family like that was there for me like 100%. Like every day, I had an uncle that taught me a lot. He implemented like a lot of like my principles, like how I move. A lot of my principles into me. So he kind of helped make me who I am. Like he helped me like be a man like early on.
Yeah.
And I was always implementing that, but I didn't really know how to be a real man, honestly. Like, so I thought I was somebody that I wasn't until I went to prison. And then I started to actually learn myself, self-reflect, and just like get a deeper understanding of like, damn, what do I want? Like, I never really had the opportunity to sit down and ask myself, like, what do I want? Like, where I want to be at in life. You feel what I'm saying? It was kind of always in the moment, and trying to be a man, like for my mom and my little brother. So I feel like that was like the opportunity to kind of like just grow. But it was hard. It definitely was hard. Like it was kind of like, it was stressful. Like it was real stressful as far as being away from my family and stuff like that. And I was like, I never really processed being locked up. I never processed it as far as like I got there and I just adapted like immediately. Like one
You
time,
didn't process it while you were there, or like before you were really like locked up?
I'm saying like I never thought it was gonna happen. Like even though the things that I was doing, like I wasn't even thinking about prison for real. I was just like, man, like I thought if you got locked up, like you was on some dumb, like you dumb as hell. Like how the hell you go there? But it's like it's inevitable. Like eventually your time gonna come if you continuously doing the wrong thing, especially in a little town like that. So odds was on us for a long time, like probably like 6-7 years before I even went to jail. Like I was supposed to have been incarcerated, honestly. And then so it was like my time came. And then when my time came, like once I got to state prison, like when I was in the county, nothing changed. Like I still was the same person. And when I went upstate, that's when like it was like the light clicked on.
yeah,
Yeah, because that's like a whole different.
that's a whole
environment.
different environment, whole
different
different
environment.
prisoners and everything up there.
Yeah, it was kind of more so like it was more so like I just couldn't believe it. Like, damn, I'm really up this John. Like, I used to go outside every day and just sit there and like, just be like, I can't believe this shit. Like, I really got myself in this bad situation. Like, I'm in a bad situation. Like, I'm up this John. People started leaving your life. Like, my mom was there though the entire time though. So, like, I just started to like grow. I started to like really work on myself. Like, it took me probably about like 2 years, a year and a half. And I started to just work on myself. I started to like lock in and just like get an understanding of what I want. Like, damn, what do I want out of my life? Like, constantly asking that question, asking myself, was I a bad person? I feel like that's what was the first step. Like, damn, do you really feel like you're a bad person? And then when I was able to like really see that clearly, like, nah, I'm not a bad person. I'm a good person for real. Like, I did way more good than bad.
Yeah.
Like, I helped more people than I hurt. And then I was able to move forward. I feel like when I was able to forgive myself, it gave me like the ability to move forward without kind of looking backwards.
No, for sure.
Yeah. Do you feel going in there at a younger age helped to steer you down the correct path? So as opposed to you going in there in your mid 30s and your early 40s, would you say?
Nah, because I know a lot of my friends actually, like friends that I made up there, like a lot of them back incarcerated for real, or back outside in the streets for real. So it really depends on who you are.
And how you handle yourself on the inside?
Yeah, like basically like where you're mental with. Because I ain't gonna lie, before I came home, like I was honestly gonna go back outside. Like I had plans on doing the right thing, but I also had plans on doing the wrong thing. And then it just so much changed. Like the last year, I ended up getting a year hit, and everything changed. Like it felt like it was overnight. Everything changed. Like the people who was there for me, kind of was in bad situations. Like life caught up with them, so now
Right.
everybody was in different situations. So it was like when I came home, I was like, all right. When I seen my mom, when I walked out the gates and I seen my mom, and like I was hearing things was different and all that, but when I seen her, it was like I felt it. Like, damn, all right, it's real. Like, all right, and like before I even see it, I'm just gonna make sure I'm prepared. So I told her to take me to a job and shit. Like it's a job that I had before I got locked up. I was like, yo, take me there. She was like, nah, we gonna go see. My grandmother was out here at the time. And she was like, Nan, out here, we gonna go see her. And I was like, no, I need to go over here and secure this job. And then from there, it was like, I didn't have time to go outside because like responsibilities, being there for my cousin, showing up for my cousin and my little cousins. Like a lot of them didn't have jobs, and like it was a lot going on. Like none of them was where I feel like they needed to be, like except for the females. So it was like more so me kind of trying to be on them, and then like I just stepped right in and put everything on my back. That's how I felt, and over time it started to like it was like I just never even thought about it no more. Like, ain't even no point in going outside. Like I'm already locked in with what I got going on,
Right.
and things was going all right. So like it was like a little struggle. I still struggle at times, but for the most part, like it's like I'm getting over it. Like every day I'm moving forward. So it's like I left everything behind. I don't even got none of the same friends that I had before I got incarcerated. I don't really got no friends, honestly. Like I got like associates and acquaintances, like people who I meet now that I'm moving forward. Like I feel like I don't really got the time right now to actually build out a real friendship. And eventually I will, but as far as right now, I'm more so focused on getting myself to where I need to be.
Right. And when you were during that process of like everything going on when you moved to Scranton, and you're finding, maybe like the bad influences throughout there, like was there any way, like did you think any way, like when you moved from Newark to Scranton, like there was going to be a completely different life for you, or were you looking for that type of situation still? Because when you have those bad influences in your life, they kind of just stick with you. You want to stick in that realm. Like where was the moment where it was like in Scranton where you found that? You know what I mean?
I don't feel like I was influenced by others for real. I feel like I was kind of influencing people. Like I feel like we all had similar paths, and then like once we all got together, like certain things for real, I feel like I influenced like a lot of things to happen. Honestly, but I don't feel like I found that like had that feeling.
Yeah.
I feel like I spent a lot of time in Jersey still, so my summers, like I was really out here just going to school until I was about like 15, and then like I started to like do little stuff in Jersey, and my uncle was like, "Nah, you gotta stay out there."
Right.
And we started to go to New York. My friend Shaw moved out to PA, and he went to school for a year out there. And when he went home, we started to go. Instead of going to Jersey, we started to go to New York now. So
yeah.
I spent a lot of time in Scranton, but I spent a lot of time in New York and Jersey also. So, and then my family, like I feel like my family was my biggest influence rather than outside. So it was like the things that I grew up seeing and was around just in my family alone was more influential than anything outside. Like the things that people was doing outside, I already seen at home.
Right.
So it was kind of like, and it was like, it was real. It wasn't really somebody trying to be something that they wasn't. I feel like in Scranton, it's a lot of that. It's a lot of people that don't really know who they are. So like even me at one point in time, like I didn't know who I was for like I said, I didn't have to do none of the things that I was doing because I wasn't in that environment.
Right.
Like the environment that I was in, I didn't have to do nothing that I was doing, honestly. It was like my choices. Like I made the wrong choices growing up. I feel like that was like the most important thing that I realized when I was incarcerated. It was like, damn, my choices. Because like Zay kind of grew up similar. Like he been through things also. Like, and like he chose to make the right friends. You feel what I'm saying? Like he was able to like relate to the people that all of us wasn't able to relate to. You feel what I'm saying? Like he was able to be uncomfortable at a young age. You feel what I'm saying? And later on in life, it worked out for him. Like he found that comfortability to where, like, he fits in. You feel what I'm saying? Like he belongs. And not even that he fit in, he belonged.
Right.
Like you feel what I'm saying? Like
No,
so he found this. He started to find himself early on. That's from my perspective. Like, and it's few people that actually did it and succeeded. Because we have friends that tried to like merge, and it didn't work out for them. Like they just wanted to be around people, rather than actually, all right, we building real friendships that's going to become resourceful down the road to where
connections and meaningful. Yeah. What do you think is the hardest part about building genuine connections like that, especially when you're from a different outside of the city, like the highly populated areas like New York, Jersey, like we got some people there from Georgia and Chicago. What do you think is like the biggest downfall or difficulty with that?
I feel like relatability. We don't allow ourselves to relate. I didn't allow myself to relate to so like we used to be around people. My cousin, like Saudi used to be on the front of the newspaper for basketball, like dunking on people and shit. So he had two groups of friends. So we I feel like I'm his older cousin. I'm a year older than him. So I feel like I kind of steered him. I feel like I blame myself for that also. Like when he passed, I did like a lot of like, even before he passed, I used to think a lot. And like when I was incarcerated too, I was like, damn, like I was supposed to, even though he's younger than me, I was supposed to go with his friend crowd rather than he ended up being more so around my friends than around his friends. Like the people who started to like build those relationships with him and wanted real genuine friendships with him that would have been resourceful later on in their life. Like I kind of like he rather be with us, and that kind of like stunted the growth of those relationships, and then it allowed him to become someone who he really wasn't. You feel what I'm saying? Because my cousin was always a genuine person, good-hearted person. You feel what I'm saying? Made everybody smile, like, and he loved basketball. Like that's what he was on. You feel what I'm saying? Basketball, sneakers, and I feel like us being outside, I feel like I influenced him in a negative way when I should have allowed him to influence me in a positive way. And I feel like it ended up being detrimental in the end, like the way that it affected both of our lives. So again, it goes back to choices, like the choices that you make. I feel like I made the wrong choice. Like I should have followed him rather than him following me.
No, so because I remember I've only met Saudi a couple times. Yeah. I've actually seen I think he was in my grade, or was he in your? Were we in the same grade? I don't even remember now.
We were, yeah.
Okay, so he was in our grade.
He was a year below us.
He was a year below us. Okay, because I remember he was in the same division as us for basketball. So I remember seeing him play and just being like, "This kid is absolutely insane."
Yeah, he was different.
He was absolutely. He dunked on us at least like 3 times. It was absolutely insane. Did you think that he was like, for basketball wise, were you thinking he was going to go to the league for sure?
He would have made it far. He definitely would have got free college. Like at 100%. Least like our mindset wasn't there though, as far as like even that understanding of like, all right, I could go to college. Like I don't even feel like we wasn't planning for that. Like you feel what I'm saying? Like yeah, he thought he was gonna go to college, but he didn't really. I'm gonna go to this college or like he had opportunities to probably go wherever he wanted. Honestly, like if he'd like locked in a little bit more, but it was like a lot of outside things that was coming in between him and like
his love of basketball.
Yeah, right? Yeah, it was a lot of outside entities. Like, so I feel like it slowed down the process. But I definitely feel like Saudi would have like he would have went far. At least been playing overseas.
He was on honor roll and all those times.
So he never had bad degrees. Now, like my cousin was different. Like he definitely had his head on the shoulders, young. Like so you could see. Like I feel like the most important thing I learned from my cousin life for real, is not allowing people to doing what you want. Like so I feel like right now, like I do what I want. Like I always did what I wanted, but I'm more aware of like the way that the things I do affect other people or people that's around me. Like I don't want my little cousins. Like my little cousins, if they go outside, if they want to be in the streets now, they can't say it's because of me. Like I was able to say like, nah, I grew up seeing that from my mom, all her brothers and sisters, my cousins and stuff like that. Like they can't say that. Like they can't say that they seen that from me. Like so I take pride in that now. Like all right, he went to prison, he came home. Like now that they're a lot older and they older enough to understand and stuff like that, they not gonna be able to say that they made certain choices in their life because I showed them or I was there guiding them through certain things. Like so, you know.
Okay. So now after all that has happened, you know, you come to Philly and you join the Iron League, I'm pretty sure it's called, correct? Yeah. Tell us that whole process. What's going on there with you and all the superheroes and whatnot, and everybody doing Avenger type stuff and whatnot.
Real quick before you start, is that the thing that's like? So it was near us,
yeah,
right? Where they were doing like all the okay, yeah. Because I remember driving past that, it was a whole group of people at the park, and I'm like, I see people like sometimes lifting there and like doing their thing, but I'm like, oh, this is like a. Like I don't know if they were just filming content or it's like a whole league. Is that what that is?
It's a league. Yeah, they brought a lot of people out here. I wasn't really a part of it. Well, I'm gonna say I was a part of it. Like just like I was just a participant. Honestly, like I came to Philly. Like I used to work out upstate a lot. Like I was a get. Like I was different. Like I used to really go. I used to really work out crazy, and then I just never really like when I came out here, I was like, all right, one of my goals was like, all right, I gotta lock back in. I gotta get focused. So like working out for me, like it enhances your presence, like the way that you show up, and it create like a certain discipline. So I just wanted to initiate that, like get back to that space as far as all right, start working out and just like get my mindset back to a space to where I could accomplish certain things. Like so it was kind of like a medicine for me, honestly.
Yeah.
I seen it on Instagram. I was scrolling on Instagram. I just moved out here. I was trying to figure out like certain things. What could I do for real? Like on my time off, like my time off of work and stuff like that. What could I do? And I seen it. And I was like, man, I'm about to go down here. Like I signed up to battle.
Yeah.
And I ain't really know what I was signing up for. Like, I seen them doing it, but I was like, I knew that I could do everything that they was doing. Like I knew I could do a muscle up. I didn't know how many I could do. But I just threw myself in there, like it's either I'm gonna drown or I'm gonna swim. And
right.
I drowned the first time. Like dude punched on me. Like I couldn't keep doing like the muscle ups. I was only able to get like 3 or 4. And then, like, over time, it was like, all right, I got back to it. Like, once you get the feel, I got back to it. But, like, definitely, I appreciate all of them, too, for accepting me. I feel like they super genuine. Like, they some super genuine people. Like, they some of the most genuine people that I met, like, since I've been home, honestly. Not just in Philly, but since I've been home. Like, they welcome me with open arms. And I honestly want to get back to it. I'm definitely going to end up getting back to it. I work a lot now, but I'm definitely going to get back to it and get back in the midst of things.
Because I'm not too sure. I scrolled over it a couple times before once I found out. I think he actually sent it to me because I was like, why the fuck is there so many people at this park right now just like filming content? Like what is the dope, context behind it?
The energy there is like, it's different. Like it's dope. Everybody got something going on. So like everybody got something that they good at. Like, and then the battles, like it's like pushing yourself. You pushing yourself to like levels that you didn't even think you was able to go. So I feel like that's like the most important thing. Like seeing what could you esteem. Like damn, like how much could I really do? Like
there's people from all over, right? Like all over, like the tri-state area and things like that.
People from Jersey, New York. Like they had a lot of like prominent names like within the calisthenic community come out here like and battle and stuff like that. So it's definitely a dope environment. Like it's a bunch of different people too. Like it's Iron League. It's a move. It's Stay On Go down Carroll Park. I used to go down there every weekend too on Sundays down Carroll Park. Sundays at 1:00. Like that was a real brotherhood too down there. Tariq, like he the one that runs it, and it's on Go. So that was like a dope experience. Also, like everybody show love though. Like everybody within the workout community. I started running for a little bit. I used to go running like. It's just like putting myself out there and just like getting to know new people and making those connections to where it's like I might go somewhere and I see a familiar face. It's not just I don't know nobody. Like just putting myself out there. I feel like that's like some of the most important things that I learned from not doing it in my past. When I was a kid, I didn't really know how to do it. I just stuck to what I knew.
Right.
So now it's like I always put myself out there because like it's opportunities to grow.
100%. So are you like huge in like a gym community sort of thing? Like is that your workout now? Like you're getting, is that like something you were doing like in prison that kind of like kept you like sane in that moment?
Yeah, not really sane. It just was something that like it was like something to do to pass time. Like it wasn't like it was something to pass time for real. Like the sanity came from within. Honestly, nothing outside of yourself could get you through that. You know what I mean? So it's either you gonna deal with it, like face it, or you gonna use substances, like you gonna do things to kind of get through it. Like working out definitely helped me get through it, but it was more so just something to do to pass time. Then it became like kind of like a passion for a certain amount of time. But it was like I was on and off working out. Like I didn't even work out consistently throughout my entire time incarcerated. But it's something that I know I could do, and it's something that I know I'm good at.
Right.
You know, so I kind of feel like I'm good at everything that I do, honestly. Like if I put any effort behind it, I feel like I'm gonna be good at it.
100%. That's the mindset you should have too, just in anything in general. Because like
Word.
anytime I'm podcasting or writing, it's like that's the mindset. It's like I'm the best at this, and you need to have that mindset moving forward.
For sure.
And we also see you started a men's mental health group. I saw a couple of sessions you did back in Scranton, right? Too. Yeah. How's that going? Are you starting that back up? How did it get started and everything with that?
Yeah, I got plans. On definitely starting it back up. Probably maybe the summer, maybe the summertime, probably by June. But it was dope. It definitely was a dope experience. It was a chance to kind of get back next to like people similar to me that grew up a little bit, feeling outside of their norm and like experience a lot of things within their household and stuff like that. And kind of like I started doing circles in Jersey. I started working for a nonprofit and the Hub. And when I was working for the nonprofit, I was kind of going through a lot. And they was having men's meetings there. So I was like, I didn't think it was for us, like for the people that worked there. I didn't really know what it was.
Right.
And one day, one of my coworkers was like, yo, you'll probably be good at that. Like you get deep. Like you go real deep with everything for real. Like you might be good at it. This shit might work for you. Like you should go. And I went. And then from there, I started to like grow and it became dope. It became a dope experience. And I started to go like intensives and stuff like that to really go do the work and start to heal like from my past. So I felt like it'd be dope to kind of like bring that out Scranton. It wasn't even meant to be that deep. Like it was more so like I attended a circle in Philadelphia when I was living in Jersey still. It's called Men Empowering Men. And that was a circle that was like, it was real dope. It was kind of more so like just expressing different points of views from different men. And the things that the circle that I do in Jersey is more so is healing. Like it's a healing community.
Yeah.
So I kind of wanted to combine the two of them, but it was like once we got into that circle, it went automatically to what I know how to do. It became second nature. So it went like real deep. It became a healing circle. So I definitely had a couple of joints, but I feel like people weren't really ready yet. Like I feel like a lot of people in Scranton ain't really ready to face certain things yet. Because to face those like certain things, like you go into like a dark space. You gotta go into a dark space to find the light. So I feel like not everybody is ready and willing to like start that journey because it's really a journey. So it's not really a one-time thing. Like once you start it, it's like, all right, you got to see it through. You got to be persistent and continuously working. Like I work on myself every day.
Right.
Like I work a regular job right now, but I do the work every day. Like every day when I wake up, I'm working on something, like how I present myself, how I handle things, the way I speak, like trying to suppress aggression and then identify why I'm being aggressive, like a bunch of different things, because I feel like I like to teach now, so like I like to teach people, like just have those conversations, and when I see somebody getting out of character or like just trying to help them identify like what made you feel this way, You feel what I'm saying? Like, and how could you change it? You feel what I'm saying? Like, it might stem from something that you might not even think it's bothering you. Because I
Right.
feel like a lot of the time that I do the work, it be things that I didn't even think it was. Like, I'll be like, I feel it. Like, now I feel it. Like, when I need to really do, like, real work and go sit down in a circle, I feel it. So it'd be like, I'll be like, damn, I need a circle. I need to go have a circle.
Right.
Whatever. And I seek that. But I started to seek help, like, when I came home, like, communities. So, like, any type of circle and men with understanding, like I was traveling all the way from Jersey to Philadelphia for a circle. I'll call off work and hop on the Amtrak train, come all the way to Philadelphia to sit in the circle.
Right.
Because it was something that I feel like, all right, today I need that, John. I'm not trying to keep skipping this. Like, it's building up, and I need to get to a space where, like, when you speak, for me, when I talk myself through things. You feel what I'm saying? So
Right.
eventually I come to what the problem is, or just hearing somebody else speak. So I might be listening to you speak, Zay, and as you talking, I'm like, damn, like, all right, that's where I need to do the work at. You feel what I'm saying? So you could do your work through other people, and you could do it through yourself. You could do it by yourself. You could also do it through other people.
Yeah.
But it definitely was a dope experience. I definitely want to bring it back to Scranton. I want to bring one to Philly too. Like, start doing circles. I got a lot of plans. I just got to get to a certain space within my life to where I can start to implement them.
For sure. And that way of thinking is so, like, monumental, like that type of growth. Yeah. But it comes from it has to come from, like, a breaking point. What was that, like, light bulb moment for you where it's like, I have to think this way and open up more? Because it's very hard for men to open up about their feelings and just, like, how they're going through emotions in general, right? Like, when was that moment for you? Like, it was like a light bulb moment or a breaking moment?
Prison, honestly. Like, when I was incarcerated, it was like, I didn't used to express myself. Like, they probably used to see me a lot and shit like that. Like, I ain't really used to talk at all, for real. Like, I used to only talk with people that I'm comfortable with. So, like,
Right.
when I'm around, like, intimate, one-on-ones, like, the only time that I used to have, like, real conversations, it might be, like, 3 or 4 of us. Like, I feel like I could be myself. But when there's a lot of people around, I don't really got no rap. I ain't talking. I feel like it wasn't really a point to speak. So, over time, I feel like when I was incarcerated, I feel like I would have went crazy if I didn't talk.
Right.
So, like, my cellies, like, they used to let me talk. I used to talk to myself, man. They used to let me talk to myself. I used to walk back and forth. I'll start a conversation with them. I start talking, like, I get off the phone, it'd be something wrong. I'll start talking. Like, they be talking with me at first. Then they be like, yo, next thing you know, it's an hour. So it's like, I realized when I started doing the circles that I've been doing the work. You know what I mean? So it made it easier for me because, like, damn, I've been doing this.
Yeah.
And I feel like I was probably helping my cellmates and stuff like that get through things. Like, when I look back and self-reflect on that, it's like, damn, I was helping other people get through things, not even knowingly, just getting
without even really realizing you're doing it.
Getting myself through things. Like, damn, all right, I got to get through this. But I just walk back and forth in peace. And I was literally talking to the point where I started talking to myself. And before I look up, like, damn, I've been walking back and forth for like 2 hours, just talking and shit. Like, but when I get up and hop on my bunk and lay down, I'm like, all right, I found a solution.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I found a way to deal with it in a better way, or I just released what I needed to release to the point to where I'm not holding on to it no more.
Yeah.
And I feel like that was kind of like my breaking point was really like just holding it in. Like, I realized I couldn't hold that in.
It's the worst. Yeah. Holding stuff in like that just is the worst for your mental health.
It'll cause mental health issues. I feel like that played a part. My cousin had mental health issues. I feel like that played a big part on his mental health, being there for my family. He had to be there. I got a big family. So he was there for everybody. And he used to always tell me when I used to call, he used to be like, bro, I need you out there. I need you out here, bro. I used to be like, man, I was like on man time. So I used to be like, man, you don't need me, bro. You got it. Like, I'll be out there soon. Like, a couple years left. Just, you know, he's like, nah, bro, I need you. But I didn't really realize, like, I ain't really believe in mental health and all that. When I was incarcerated, I ain't believe in mental health and all that. But yeah, I was doing the work to kind of save my mental health, like, to keep me in the same space. The things that I was doing was nurturing that. Like, all right, making sure that I stay sane and stay level-headed and where I needed to be. But I didn't understand what I was doing at that point in time. So I wasn't able to tell him what to do. Like, make that message, like, yo, look, you should, like, give him the insight on, like, what he could do to be able to stay level headed and get an understanding of like what's going on for real. And like my family, like they a lot, so I feel like he took on a lot because I was gone, and it started to eventually like you know what I mean, it started to take a toll on him.
Right.
Like,
What do you think is the hardest thing with men specifically in general with when it comes to mental health and expressing ourselves and, you know, letting someone come help us and talking it out and, you know, letting out before we explode? Because we usually tend to bottle it all up a lot over the years or months, and we just let it out on someone. We don't mean to. We say sorry. So it's just a cycle I feel we have to break. And what do you think is some factors that contribute to us not being able to break it?
Cycles. I feel like the cycle is really probably like the men that we grew up around. Whoever we raised by, most men in the black community have to be strong. They can't really show no type of vulnerability. Even the white community, like, you can't really show no vulnerability because they have nobody. They have no safe space. So I feel like a lot of men don't have a safe space. Like, I didn't have a safe space for a long time. Like, I wasn't even comfortable with myself to be able to feel certain ways. Like, I wasn't like, so if I wanted to cry, I'd be like in prison, I cried like twice, I feel like, throughout my incarceration, right? And one of the time wasn't even because of me, you feel what I'm saying? It was like more so, it was an experience where I was in a hole. I knew my grandmother was a little sick and stuff like that, and a CEO came to the door and told my cellmate, like, that was my friend, that his grandmother died, you feel what I'm saying? And I felt his pain, you feel what I'm saying? So, like I had empathy for him, you feel what I'm saying? So I feel like that was a moment in which, like, but I felt nutty about, like, crying. Like, I was like, damn, I really cried in front of somebody. Like, that was crazy, like, you feel what I'm saying? So I feel like the way that we raised, I feel like we taught to kind of suppress things, suppress everything, and just keep moving. We men, we got to continue to provide. We got to continue to show up every day. Like, nothing stops. Life don't stop. And not giving ourselves that grace, like the grace period, to be able to actually heal and actually get an understanding. And what was the first part of the question? I apologize. The first part of the question?
Oh, just saying, what do you think could be done to just, you know, stop the cycle from continuing?
I feel like
what should we do better together, you know, just not like by ourselves, you know, just taking on the whole world by ourselves, which we tend to do a lot.
I feel like seek help. Seek help. So I feel like every man, I feel like, should have somebody in which they can call and have like a real vulnerable conversation with. You feel what I'm saying? Like, for me, I do it with anybody now. Like, I don't care. I feel like it come from prison though. Like, I don't care. Like, I really don't care. Like, I'll be vulnerable. Like, some people look at me like I'm crazy. They're like, yo, you be just open to everybody. Like, I'll tell somebody my whole life story, like, because I'm comfortable with it now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't care how people may perceive me. Like, you know what I'm saying? So if I'm on a train, I could be on a train and somebody want to have a conversation with me and start to have a conversation with me, like, and I don't have, like, I have deep conversations. I feel like I don't never really have surface level conversations.
Right.
So if the conversation goes there, like, I done help people on train rides, literally, like, white men that you probably wouldn't even think would talk to me. We sat there on the train and we sat next to each other, and something made him feel like he can talk to me. And then I done took him all the way back into his childhood and start to identify certain things that's bothering him now and certain ways that he is. And it helped me too, though, because it helped me point out things in my life like, damn, all right. Like, but I feel like everybody needs someone to talk to. Every man needs a safe space. Like, if you don't have a safe space, I feel like you should create one, go seek help, therapy. Like, I never really took therapies, but circles are like therapy. They like group therapy. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like those are the best, honestly. Like, that helped me get through Saudi. When my cousin passed away, I feel like if I didn't have that circle, I probably would have done something that I would have regretted.
Right. Yeah, that was an unfortunate passing too, because we were, you know, we hosted the 3-on-3 tournament for him, because he was such a big part.
That.
Absolutely, he was such a big part to Scranton basketball in general.
Sure, no problem.
Like, it was important for us to put on for him, because we played basketball with him just in regular pickup games
For sure.
all the time. So it really meant I think it meant a lot to Scranton basketball in general.
I apologize. I couldn't show up, but it meant a lot to me. I was kind of like, even in that moment, like being strong, like suppressing things and stuff like that. It's moments in which I don't want men to not understand that, like, we are men at the end of the day, so we have to be strong for our families, for our friends. Like, we have to be men still.
Right.
I feel like it's a real divide now in the community, like in the world, like men, like to understand what a man really is. Like, yeah, we have to show up, we have to be there, but there's times when you have to be strong for your family and you have to show up properly. Like you can't be, you have to be the rock. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you have to take on everybody else's energy. There's moments in which us as men, I feel like we have to do that. You feel what I'm saying? Then there's moments in which, like, I isolate. Like, after that, I isolated for a while, and that's when I dealt with my true emotions towards the things that took place, like me losing my cousin. I really started to process, all right, he really not going to be here no more. That's when I really cried. Like, I wasn't able to really cry the way that I needed to, that release that I really needed. Like, when I wasn't able to do it when it happened.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, because I was like, damn, all right, I got too many family members that's women that I have to show up for. Like, so I got to be here to console them, to help them be able to get through this as much as possible. Like, now is their time to grieve. Like, I'm going to have my time. You know what I'm saying? So there's definitely moments in which we need to separate. Like, a lot of men, I feel like sometimes can be too vulnerable as far as, like, well, too emotional, not even vulnerable, but just emotional in the wrong times. Right. So it's okay to be emotional, but just kind of control when, like, be able to identify when is your time and when it's not. Because a lot of the time you have to show up. I feel like you still have to show up as a man.
Right. Do you think there's like a divide in like the mental health, like thought process, like depending on where you're from or where you live? Mm-hmm. Do you think that has any factor to it?
Like how you grew up and everything as well?
No, for sure.
Because like I feel like Scranton definitely, like me and him talk about this all the time. Like Scranton's a different place than any other place that we've visited or been to. You know what I mean? So do you think there's like a divide in that regard, or like?
It's crazy, right? Because now, like I done moved around a little bit, right? Like, I lived in Jersey growing up. Like, I'm on like my fourth city since I've been home in the last 3 years. And honestly, like, I feel like Scranton is probably, like, they probably got more mental health issues in that town than in big cities. But it definitely affects you, like, growing up in the hood and stuff like that. Like, it's a difference. Like, the things that's going on, like, it's a lot of trauma. It's a lot more trauma.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But mental health wise, I feel like people in urban communities get adapted to it. You feel what I'm saying? They adapt to the trauma. It's like a normal thing. So it becomes normal. It becomes easier to push past certain things, certain losses and things like that.
Because you're in a smaller city and everyone knows each other. Everyone goes to school together. It's elementary school.
And in Scranton, I feel like it's more so nobody's really growing. Few people break through and grow and elevate. You feel what I'm saying? So for the most part, it's like, all right, that's why the clubs is like that out there. Like, every weekend, it's the same people in the same bars doing the same thing.
Oh man, we've talked about this ad nauseum too. But we really have.
But this is why I want the circle. This is why I wanted to do the circle out there. A lot of the men out there aren't really men. Like, the guys that showed up, those are the men. Those are the guys who were ready to start, like, who kind of, they thought they were ready to kind of like start that journey. You feel what I'm saying? Like, they're on the right path to starting their journey and getting to spaces where they need to be. But it's a lot of people that running high from it, but it's a lot of stuff that happen. Like, out there, it's a lot of people losing their family members over overdoses and like just like different things. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's not really normal. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's normal. It's normal, but it's not. Like, the way that it's happening. You feel what I'm saying? Like, they doing it on some party and shit rather than on some, like, all right, this dude, like, this is somebody that been getting high my whole life. Like, uncles or cousins, some you might got somebody in your family that he a fiend, he get high, he been getting high his whole life, and then, all right, he finally OD. Right. This shit, like, is people just suppressing, really just like, because fiends is suppressing certain things too. You feel me? Certain things that they went, traumas that they went through in their life. I feel like in Scranton, it's like they look to have fun. Like they looking for fun in something that's not. To me, it's not fun.
It's not fun.
It's like a repeated cycle over and over again. People partying in the clubs there. But the crazy thing is, though, the shit that happened in Scranton happened in urban communities also, though. You feel what I'm saying? Scranton is like an urban community.
Yeah,
like,
you definitely
certain parts of it. You feel what I'm saying? Certain parts of Scranton is like an urban community. As far as like the club, like the outside scene is like the same thing in the hood. Like people going out. Life is fucked up, or they can't really cope with it. They don't really want to understand it. They don't really want to do the work to be able to push themselves forward. It's the same thing that's going on in Philly, Newark, New Jersey, and Scranton. That's going on in Scranton. A lot of people don't really understand that that's what's going on out there because they never been there.
Right.
They never lived there. But when you go there and you actually see it, like see what's going on, like, man, this shit the hood for real. Like the way that everybody moving, like everybody, they doing the same thing that they do in my neighborhood, or like you know what I'm saying, it's no really different. It's no difference because when I moved back to Newark, when I came home, I moved back to Newark. I was living in Newark for 2 years, and it's the same thing. People work, they go to the club every Thursday. Motherfuckers in Marlowe's, like level. They go into the different clubs out there every week. They working to go party,
right?
Because they unhappy with where they at in life. So I feel like it's gonna be a point in life for everyone where you gotta push through, but in Scranton, I feel like that time never comes. In certain urban communities, I feel like that time never comes. Like, it's just a people thing. It's more so, it's not really where you from. It's more so a people thing, for real, for real. Like, like basically, if you grew up in poverty or lack of understanding, like, you dealt with a lot of trauma, like, usually the output is the same thing. Like everybody end up doing the same thing, and then it becomes a repeated cycle. Before you know it, you 50, 60 years old sitting in the club with the same drink that you was drinking 30, 40 years ago.
Right.
And your time passed you. You fuck around and now you overdose on drugs, or you know what I mean, you got cirrhosis of the liver, and it's like, damn, your whole life went to this drink, to this bar.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's like it's cycles. Life is, I feel like, cycles, but to be able to elevate, I feel like you got to break certain cycles.
Now, first appearing at Scranton High, you know, what was the thing that you were just like, what am I walking into, this school of 2,200 kids, almost brand new? What was
nice?
Yeah, what was like your thoughts just entering, you know, Scranton High? What were like, you know, having your cousin there? What was like? What was your thoughts when you first got to this school?
I ain't gonna lie, I was like, this joint about to be popping. Like, it was like Scranton High used to be like lit. Scranton High was lit. Like it was so much. All the females went to Scranton High. Like and it was a nice ass school. Like the school nice. So when you like, yo, this joint really dope. Like, you know, it's glass. You like, yo, this joint heavy. Like it's a crazy. This joint school nice. Like. I was hyped. I was hyped. But going there, it was like, man, I was ready. Like, I was like you, though. Honestly, I used to go to schools outskirts. Like, 7th grade, I got kicked out of South. I got kicked out of South. I was in C's, like an alternative job. And my mom was like, man, like she started moving. We moved to Old Forge. We lived in Troop. I went to Wyoming Valley West. I went to a bunch of schools. I ain't even gonna lie. I went to Pittston. I went to like 4 or 5. I went to like 5, 6 different middle schools for real. They all was like outskirts. The only one I went to West. Yeah, I went to a bunch. That was all middle schools. I went to like 6 different middle schools, but majority of them was like 4 out of the 6 was outskirts. It was like Wyoming Valley West, Pittston,
Mid Valley,
and Mid Valley. Like so, like once I got kicked out of school, like it was like repetitive to keep getting suspended, getting kicked out of school. So my mom moved. So when I came back to Scranton High, I was like, like all my homies went there. So I was like, all right, this joint about to be
went there.
I was like, this joint about to be dope. Like we went there, we turned it up for real. I was in night school in like probably like a year, not even the whole year. I went there 10th grade year by probably like the second quarter, I was in like the end of the second quarter, I was in night school.
I forgot they did have night school there. I forgot.
They had they had night school at Scranton?
They did. They did.
Got kicked out. Got kicked out of school.
That is crazy.
It was late. What time did
Scranton
it? What
was
time
lit,
did that
though.
John start? I forget.
It was like 3:30, 4
Yeah,
o'clock, like 4 to 9, something like that. Like 4 hours, 3-4 hours.
Damn, they still do that?
Chill.
I don't think so. I used to see Tyreek when I was leaving. He was coming in.
That song was dope. Though. It was alright.
I was like,
was
damn,
alright.
Tyreek. He was like, because Tyreek wasn't talking. He'd be like,
Yeah, she was regular. It was alright though. It was alright. I graduated from Piston though.
Right.
When I graduated, I feel like the best part about graduating, right? This lady named Miss Dickerson, the counselor lady.
yeah.
Scranton High. She was like she had told me, she was like we used to have like a counseling joint on Fridays at night school. Every Friday we used to have like a counseling session. So everybody come in there, you sit down, she tell you what you like, basically like where you at as far as like, she's like you in 10th grade. She was like, I think I was in 11th at this time. I was like 11th grade year just started, and they wasn't trying to take me out of night school. So I was like, yo, I'm trying to get out. She was like, I don't know why, like you only, I had like 2 credits. She was like, you in 11th grade with 2 credits. She was like, you not graduating anyway.
Yeah,
like, she's like, you not graduating.
Her bluntness was she was tough. Her bluntness. I remember I she was like, honey, we gotta do your college application and everything. I said, bet. She said, where you think about going? I said, Duke. She said, honey, let's. I don't mean to be rude, but we gotta let's do something a little bit lower than that. Let's shoot for I said, all right, okay. I said
She's got the real you though.
Any of the big D1 schools. She said, we got another one here, another dreamer. I said, yo,
But that's how you're supposed to think.
I was like,
supposed to think big for real. I
Right.
feel like there's certain limitations was put on us for real, to where it was like you only want to do certain things because it's like, man, like you said, it was a lot of like Scranton High was different because it had preps. It was like motherfuckers that was living in the projects
Yeah.
and straight people who got the real bag. Like so, it was like it wasn't really no in between.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
everybody.
yeah, it wasn't really no in between, but they used to be partying with us too, though. Like they used to be coming out our party, like that shit used to be jumping. Like they accepted us for real. I could see that. Like they definitely. So it was definitely the opportunity to change. You feel what I'm saying?
was.
The opportunity to change was there because they was like intrigued by us. Like when somebody, yo, we used to be rumble, we used to be wild, and like, but they
there's too many rumbles.
Yeah.
They used to like that, and it was like we didn't take that opportunity. Like I didn't take that opportunity to be like, yo, all right, it's time to transition. Like,
Right.
Like
Let me see what they're about.
Yeah, let me get them a chance and try to grow for real. I ain't really get that opportunity, but she thought I wasn't gonna graduate. I went to Piston. I went to Piston area street. Like
Yeah.
it's different. Like I probably was like 5 black people in the school. I met a lady named Miss Corbett, white lady from New York, and she seen me in the school. Like I think like her second time seeing me. She seen me the first time. I seen her look at me on some like, and then I seen her again. She was like, "What you doing up here? Like what you doing in this school? Like,
Right.
Like your family moved up here?" I was like, "Yeah." She was like, "What grade you in?" I was like, "I'm in 11th." I was like, the end of 11th grade year. She was like, you trying? She was like, all right. She just walked off. She came back the next day like, yo, this made me kind of like accept white people for real. She was like, she came back next day. She was like, yo, look. She was like, you know, you got like 2-point-something credits. She was like, so you just showing up just to show up for real. She was like, look, I'm gonna see what I could do for you. She was like, you want to graduate? I was like, yeah. She was like, all right, I'm gonna see what I could do for you.
Right.
And like she used to teach at like one of the schools in New York. And she set shit up. Like she started putting shit in place. Like and she really helped me. That's how I got my first job. Co-op. 12th grade year, I did co-op. She helped me I did co-op. I had to go sit in like a little slow class, like they knew they do the math. But you get more credits though. You get more credits and shit. So shit like she figured it out though. She figured out I lost my job. I was doing co-op. I lost my job. I worked there for probably like 2 months. I didn't have a job for probably like 3 or 4 months. She still was writing it down like I had a job. I got a job for like the last month of school, month and a half of school. That's how I graduated. Like, so she helped me a lot. That's when I was like, damn, like, all right, not everybody, like,
all these white people ain't so bad.
I was like, I gotta give her a chance. Like, you start giving people a chance for real. But she changed. She helped me accomplish some shit that I wasn't going to accomplish without the help of her. Like, she helped me like take that next step. That shit was dope.
That's what's up.
That shit was dope.
Yeah. Now you, I noticed the accepting the white people thing, right? Like, was there a lot of like turmoil in that regard when you were meeting like other races and that like?
No, they used to love me. That was the crazy part.
Okay. It was just like a instinctual thing, maybe.
Yeah, it was like you grow up in the house. Like my mom, like she moved us to somewhere where a lot of white people at.
Yeah,
like, used to be on some like, man, like the way she used to talk in the crib, like it was like they ain't it for real. So it was like, so when I'm outside, it was like I'm not never really like my cousin. I told her like we used to sell weed and stuff like that. So you know what I mean, like when we was young, so like a lot of his homies, they used to smoke and all that. Like the dudes that like his fans for like Scranton High, like Saudi,
just love him.
Yeah,
my cousin had fans.
Yeah, Saudi had fans. He sure did.
They used to be like they used to try to be around us and shit like that. So they used to want to come chill. Like they used to, yo, you got a butt, hit me. Like a couple times, like one of my mans, he done robbed the like I used to get their bread back for them. And like they used to really fuck with me for real. Like on the different, like it was just genuine. Like even when I was locked up, like he used to always be like, yo, such asked about you. I was like, I ain't even remember who they was. But he's like, yo, they really be like, he's like, I used to be telling you back then, but you ain't used to really be trying to hear it. Like they really dealt, like he dealt with me. Some of them liked me more than they liked him.
Right.
Yeah, like I used to, I don't know. Like it was, I always used to be myself, and like I said, I knew how to adapt.
Right.
So because I was outside, when I'm around them, I knew how to carry myself. Like I know they don't even live that life, so there's no point in like. That's why I used to be quiet a lot for real. Like when I'm in, because it was like, all right, if I don't got nothing to say positive, like I know that their life is totally different than mine, so I'm not going to bring my life into their life.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So certain things I'm not bringing around them. Like you feel what I'm saying? So if they want to come, go on a ride, go smoke and all that and stuff like that. I'm not, certain things I ain't nothing to really talk about because my life is totally different. So I used to just sit there and listen, just smoke, and just listen for real. Like more so like I wasn't trying to influence them negatively and yo, this is what I got going on. Like it was like it's two different, it's a divide. You feel what I'm saying? So I feel like that was probably like the biggest obstacle as far as like knowing. That's why the relationships probably never merged was because of that. Because I knew what I was doing and just the respect of not wanting to bring that shit into I know they all was going to college. Like I know y'all all going to college. Like y'all living a good life. You feel what I'm saying? Just because I'm not afforded what y'all afforded don't mean that I'm going to bring certain things into y'all life to make y'all like because we could have started selling them hard drugs and really fucked all their life up. But I wasn't really on that type of time. I was like, man, that's not really my lane. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it ain't my place to do that. And now if y'all go out there and just do it and then come holler at me later on in life or something like that, but I'm not going to be the person to introduce you into something that you're not really on.
No, absolutely not.
What do you feel is small towns' biggest downfall when it comes to people leaving, especially some people that are like great in sports, great in academics? What do you feel is like their biggest struggle with leaving and just not necessarily changing, but growing from a smaller town area, something like Scranton and like all the little boroughs like that?
Fear starting over, where a lot of people don't know how to pivot. I feel like I'm from Jersey, so it was like, all right. But when I was out there by I was by myself for real. Like I figured everything that I figured out, like working in a nonprofit. Like my dad helped me get my job, like working for the city. But everything else that I had going on, like it was me navigating. Like everybody don't really know how to start over. Like even with Philly, I don't got no family out here or nothing. Like I just like, man, I'm moving out here. I feel like it's a better opportunity for me. I feel like I could grow a little bit more here. So I feel like that's where I need to be at. So that's why I placed myself in Philadelphia. You feel what I'm saying? I was in New York for about like 2-3 months, but it was like sometimes you gotta just get up and go. You gotta see what's out there for you. If anything, you could always come back. Like you could always come back and return here. It's like, all right, if anything, I could go back there and I'll be all right. You understand? Like, but me, I gotta see what's out there in the world for me. Like, I'll probably be out of Philly within the next year and a half, probably. And I'm on parole, so I got like, they say it's restrictions, but that's why we try and tell people that's on parole, like, bro, you could really go anywhere you want. Like, I don't got no family here. I had to go to a pre-approved housing, but I'm here. You feel what I'm saying? I got here. I'll figure it out once I get there. Once I get there, I'll figure everything else out later. I know how to get a job, so like probably 2 to 3 weeks, I know I could get a job. Like, you feel what I'm saying? I gotta. It's like certain things like you don't even really gotta worry about. Honestly, like I feel like people overthink. I mean, don't be scared, because I feel like most of the people that leave little cities, due to being around so many different people, their communication level, and people that's from the hood for that move out of town, they more aware. You feel what I'm saying? So they capable of doing what everybody else doing out there. Like I feel like I am. Like when I moved back to Nook, it was like, all right, I done did damn near everything that y'all done did. But my outlook on life is way different. So that's why I was like, damn, moving to Scranton was a blessing, because I'm able to see things that the average person from the hood can't see. Like the mind can't even fathom certain things is possible because lack of exposure. You know what I'm saying? They haven't been exposed to different things. Like we was 15 years old getting on the van, going to New York. We was in Brooklyn in the projects at 15. You know what I'm saying? Like, coming from Scranton, though, like we was living in Scranton.
Coming from Scranton.
Yeah. So it was like we was just exposing ourselves to things that I didn't know was going to be beneficial down the road. It just like I'm like free spirited. Like I go. You feel what I'm saying? Like
100%.
It was an opportunity. Like, all right, damn. Like you are best friend. You coming all the way out here. You coming to PA every weekend, every other weekend. You come stay at my aunt's house and all that. Yeah, let's go out there. Let's go see what's going on here. He invited us one time. You'll come out here. We've been going out there for 10 years. Like
right.
I went to like 1 or 2 parties with you back in the day.
Nah, the parties used to be
one or two. That's all I was allowed. I had to pick my parties.
Nah, Scranton it was a time out there.
I was trying so hard to get to more. I couldn't.
Nah, they're trying to say it like, I ain't gonna say it saved you, but like,
I was like, these jaws is jumping.
Yeah.
I was
like 5'2", 120. I was so out of place.
You was always the bid though. Every time I used to see you, you used to always be laughing, making people laugh and shit like that. Like that was your bid for real.
Just a small little black kid. I couldn't do nothing else too much. I'll make somebody laugh though.
You were vibing though.
I was like, hold on, you go on a party this weekend? He's like, yeah, you coming? Nah, I just wanted to know. I just wanted to know you were having one.
Y'all just to be jumping though, like parties and shit like that. Like, I ain't gonna lie, the environment out there was like until it wasn't, but like
I was telling people it used to be before a lot of stuff changed. It was a really fun time with everybody around. Shout out Turkey Hill and Sonic across the street from Scranton High. Vibes, you know.
Scranton High was the big, bro. That shit was the big.
I be telling them all the time. Scranton High really had everybody.
I wasn't there long. That shit was like, bro. That joint was like that shit.
It was too many people,
bro. People from West, everybody used to come down there. That joint used to be lit. Like, somebody shaking every day, mad females, bro. You used to be mobbing all week. That joint was lit. Ain't gonna lie. Like,
Sonic just had them slushy specials every day.
Yep.
So you got like 16, 17, that shit was over. Like 16, 16, it was like shit started going left. Like 10th, 11th grade, like the end of 10th grade year.
There was always people at Weston back in the day too.
Like,
No, because he tells me all the time of like what Scranton was really like. And it's just like, it was such a completely different vibe than what I was living.
It wasn't bad though. That's the crazy part though.
No, but it was like, it's way more fun, it seemed like.
It was like, you gotta be in the mix. For shit to be bad, you had to be like, you gotta know what's going on.
Yeah.
Like, Zay used to be around, but he wasn't like, you could be around and not in the mix. You know what I'm saying? So he was around, but he wasn't like in the mix of the bullshit for real. So it was like I don't know, like it was different. Like it was different. It was weird for real. It was weird because it's like you could not be involved in this shit. That was like the crazy part, though. It wasn't like in the hood for real. Like we had real choices, just made like the wrong choices for real. Like we really made, I really made the wrong decisions for myself for real. I could say that for sure.
Everybody was friends with each other too. That's thick.
Cause like until we wasn't like,
until
all my homies like everybody turned something different for real. So it was like we all was cool. We all had a team. We had a team, Rock Boys. And shit, we all started beefing with each other. By the time, like,
that was the time.
Like, everybody started turning different, like, different shit. Like, he turned Blood, he turned Crip, he turned this, and then it just was like divide. Like, it was like
that's what Facebook was jumping off too.
That shit was crazy.
I was like, what's going on Facebook right now? It was just everybody just turned different ways, and I was like, it's getting serious.
Yeah, it wasn't really like, it was just like shit just got weird.
Yeah,
like, it just got weird. Like it got weird like fast, and then just like nobody fucked with nobody.
Yeah, I was like, this is way too much for Scranton, little old Scranton High down from Redner's, you know.
And this is during high school. You guys are talking about.
Yeah, it started. That's where it all started at. Like high school. It started in high school for real. It started in like everything was cool. Shit was like, it used to be, Scranton used to have like the best, it used to be big ass parties. Like, my homies from New York, like he used to bring, like Shaw, my man Shaw, he used to bring his mans and like people used to be coming from out of town.
Yeah, I met Shaw a long time ago back then.
People used to come from out of town to go to them joints, like to go to parties and shit like that. Be coming to the parties. We just used to be jumping. The house parties they used to be crazy in high school. Like them joints used to be like 300-400 people. Motherfucking house party. Like them joints used to be jumping. Then it just was like, over time, things just started to like, people started to grow apart. People started to grow apart, make different decisions in life. You feel what I'm saying? Like, all right, like I chill with them. We never liked them. You feel what I'm saying? 'Cause we used to be beefing with people then, but it was like fighting and shit. We used to be jumping. You know what I mean? Like it was fighting, and then like once everybody started gangbanging and shit started changing a little bit.
Oh yeah, that's a. I had to go inside, stay on the Xbox.
Yeah.
Because we used to see each other Monday through Friday. Then Saturday, St. Mary's would have a their little block party or something. The church would have a block party. Everybody.
So Saudi was cool. Like he wasn't even involved in that. My cousin wasn't even involved in that shit, but he got caught up in it for real. So to where he got labeled for real. Like the cops was like, no, he that because he used to be around it. Like he was with us every day and shit like that.
Yeah. Well, because I didn't even know that there was gangs going on in Scranton like that. Like, when I heard that there was that, I was like, in Scranton? Like, that's random as shit to me. Like,
there's a lot of people from out of town. It's a bunch of people that's not from there that live there. So it's like, shit, that's like the culture of other cities.
They brought that culture right to little old Scranton. Right to little old Scranton High and everything.
Yeah, it was all right, though. I ain't gonna lie. Like, definitely had a time though. I definitely enjoyed the experience. I feel like I learned a lot from the city. I learned a lot from the city as far as like positive things to move forward. And I feel like I could go there and be successful.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like if I wanted to right now, I could go to Scranton and be successful. Like really win out there.
Yeah.
Like,
what would be the biggest thing you would want to do out in Scranton? Like what, like change wise or just growth wise? What would you think you would really want to do in Scranton? Like number one goal out there.
In Scranton, go into schools.
Okay.
Yeah. Go talking to schools and shit like that. Or remember Phil Odom? Yeah. He used to be like he was like a social worker.
Okay.
Like he used to be working with like the kid. Like I want to give people an understanding for real. Like, cause there's certain people that grew up out like that came from out of town that probably ain't go through nothing though for real. You feel what I'm saying? Like I done been through like in Scranton, like family wise, like I done like been through like shit that I was going through some shit like experience in like 6th grade, like you know what I mean? Like I found somebody dead in my crib for real. Like you feel what I'm saying? Like 6th grade, I was in like 6th grade, like so it was like shit was a little different. Like so it was like I couldn't relate to even my homies that was saying they was outside and all that. I couldn't even really relate to them. Like I was like,
Different type of outside.
yeah, like you mean like, and that's why I ended up going to jail out there because I wasn't able to shift my mentality fast enough, and then my experiences was like, damn, I'm experiencing this here, and like don't nobody understand this shit. Like ain't nobody really understand that shit. So it was kind of like, and it was bottled in. So it was like more so, like I told my cousin when he first like he was like, damn, I'll be a little like I'll be going through stuff and all that. When I came home, we used to have conversations and. He was regular around me. You feel what I'm saying? Like I feel like he felt comfortable. Like I feel like people with mental health and shit like they feel energy. They feel more than like they feel abnormally. You feel what I'm saying? Not like the normal person. And like when they feel safe, they gonna be calm. And we used to talk and just had like real conversations. And I told him that before. I was like, bro, I had mental health issues before I got locked up, bro. Like. I said certain shit, like the environment in which I was doing certain shit was like something got to be wrong with you to decide to do this here. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
To not be aware, like I ain't had no awareness of like where I was at. I had no awareness, like, cause there's no way that you understand the city in which you live in and you still decide to make these decisions. You feel what I'm saying? So it was like my awareness was like I wasn't aware of the opportunity. A lot of different things I wasn't aware of. And that shit, like things started to trickle out of control and just, but it was from trauma though. A lot of the decisions that I made was trauma based.
Yeah.
If you could talk to 16-year-old Nyreek right now, what words of wisdom would you give him?
It's just like, probably stay consistent and just like, things gonna get better. Honestly, like, it's gonna get better. Try to accept things that you don't understand, like the best way that you can, for real. So, cause like I didn't understand the way that other people lived, and I didn't want to understand it because I knew that what I had going on was so different. So just kind of be open minded, be optimistic. Number one, just be optimistic, be open minded to everything that's around you. You feel what I'm saying? Don't be closed minded.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Just try to be the best version of yourself. I wouldn't change nothing, though. That's the crazy part. I definitely wouldn't change nothing because now I feel like the person that I am, like, I got like a lot to give. Like anywhere that I go, like, I could live anywhere, and I got something to be able to provide to community, to children, young kids that's outside. Like even though, I was outside. Like I was outside in New York too, though, but. Like Scranton, I was outside, out of town, so like that. It's like I still got something to provide kids in urban communities that was outside. You feel what I'm saying? Because we all was going through the same things. It just looked it different. Like the environments looked a little bit different. Right. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of had a choice whether to do it or to not. Like I had like more of a choice, and I decided to make the wrong choice. So I feel like having a decision to do right or wrong and choosing wrong. It's like I feel like I could kind of steer them towards the right thing to do, rather than the wrong thing to do.
Sure. Also, just want to point this out in a real deep conversation. Someone's just looking in the window.
Yeah, they're trying to listen or something.
I don't know what that was.
Right,
I was listening to you talking. I look at the corner of my eye and I just see him like. I'm like, bro, we'll get it. Like, you see us recording and shit. God damn. Anyway, so now you're out in Philly. I'm not even sure what job you have now and what is your main goal now in life? What is honestly, what does Mr. Johnson want to do in 2026?
In 2026, before the end of the year, I definitely want to create a curriculum. I kind of have one already. I have a curriculum already. My uncle created it, so I kind of want to start to get contracts to start to go in and teach my curriculum to different facilities and stuff like that, probably juvenile facilities and schools and stuff like that, or troubled youth. I want to implement circles. I definitely want to get back into podcasts. It's a lot. It's a lot really that I want to do. And right now I feel like I'm just working on myself as far as like finding that stability to where I can do it. You know what I'm saying? So I gave myself a short-term goal. So by April 31st, I should start implementing certain things to be able to move forward and try to progress with it. Like I'm gonna give myself probably a year in Philly, like another year, so probably like about a year and a half, and do everything that I possibly could to get to where I need to be. And depending on how things go and who I surround myself around, will decide where I go after.
Okay.
We appreciate you for coming on, man. We really appreciate you.
y'all,
You know?
man, bro. I
Of
appreciate the
course. Thank you for
Yes, sir.
the wisdom and
Sir.
enlightenment throughout your journey and everything, man.
I appreciate it. I'll bring y'all on when I start mine. So I'm gonna bring y'all on.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're
some
always
conversation.
ready. Always ready.
Pick some brains and stuff. Like,
Absolutely.
See y'all perspective and the way that y'all think, the way that y'all get through things.
Yeah, of course.
Like the way y'all progressed in life, because y'all definitely doing new faces. Like this is dope.
Yes, sir.
Definitely. I've been watching this since I've been home. Since I started this new, my Instagram was probably like 2 years. I definitely been paying attention. And
Thank you.
trying
We trying to work. We trying to work.
Yes,
Man,
sir.
I'm trying. Y'all doing it. It's happening.
We get into it. We get into it. Where they can find you at, man?
At ymco. At y.m.c.o.
Okay. Bet.
I
On
really
all social
got
media?
on Instagram. Yeah.
All right. Bet.
All right.
Make
Thank
sure
you,
you.
sir.
Yes, sir. Oh, I thought you were going to say something. Make sure you follow us on New Faces Podcast, all streaming, all social media, New Faces Pod. See y'all later.
Thank you.